नमस्कार. आयच्या ह्या हेडोनात तुमकां सगळ्यांक येवकार. आज चवथ आणि एक गणपती ही बुद्धीची ज्ञानाची देवता. सो अशें चिंतलें की अशाच ज्ञानी मनशा बरोबरच ह्या चवथीच्या मुहूर्ताचेर हेडोन जावचें गोंयचे नामनेचे आदवोगाद देशाचे यशस्वी आत्माराम नाडकर्णी. म्हाका केन्नाच दिसलें नाशिल्लें की आमी तुमचे कडेन जेन्ना हरशीं इंटरव्यू करताले तेन्ना ते सामके अशे बरे भारदस्त विशयांचेर आनी एक लोकांक चड इन्सायट मेळची आनी लोकांची ज्ञाना भितर भर पडची म्हणून करताले. आज इंटरव्यू करतना म्हाकाच अजाप जाता की तुमचेर वाद बीद जाल्यात आनी म्हाका वादांचेर इंटरव्यू करचो पडटा. कित्याक जाली हें वाद अशे कित्याक जाले?
वाद हांवें कांय सुरू करूंक ना आनी तूं जर म्हाका जर विचारशीत जाल्यार हांव ते वाद अशे धरत ना. कित्याक वाद आमी कोर्टान करतात, आर्ग्युमेंट्स आमी कोर्टान करतात, आमी रस्त्यार करनात किंवा पेपरार करनात किंवा आनी खंय हेरे गेरे लोकां कडेन करनात. आमी दुसऱ्या आदवोगादा बरोबर जो ज्ञानी मनीस आसता जाका स्टेचर आसता ताजे बरोबर वाद करतात. सो कोर्टान वाद करतात तेच वाद. हे जे पळय विशय आसा दिस इज पॉलिटिकल विच हंटींग. This is a very cheap level. I don't want to get down to that level, stoop down to that level and do any political witch hunting because I'm not interested in politics. The day I become interested in politics, then we'll see.
You can become.
One doesn't know.
You are keeping
tomorrow if we find that the whole of Goa is going to dogs, it's only being looted, the whole public exchequer is looted. Right thinking citizens will have to come, many activists will have to come. Many other people will have to come. So many professionals may have to come. See, today the country is in safe hands of Mr. Narendra Modi, our Honorable Prime Minister. But that is not the case with many of the states in India.
You feel that Goa is not in safe hands?
No, not the question of Goa is not in safe hands. This Chief Minister is a new person. He has to perform and show. Only if he performs and shows. But today we have a light problem. I was here in Goa for last 2 days. Light is flickering. We did not have water for about 10 days. These were never heard things before. So such things, if they go on, then High Court has intervened, stopped 2 of the plans, development plans. So all those things, ultimately the time will prove things.
We'll go deeper into that, but सगळ्यात पयली ज्या विशयाचेर सुरवात जाली तो विषय म्हळ्यार are you seriously considering joining politics?
No sir, I'm not at all.
But you want to keep that option open?
I'm not at all thinking of joining politics. I have no interest in joining politics. I'm not interested in politics. 3,
but
I would not touch politics with a barge pole. But what I said was that today I can't rule out what it will be tomorrow. Because today if I say I will never join politics and tomorrow if I join politics, then what you will say, Baba, you told us a lie that time. So I don't want to be. So I want to be otherwise correct in my statement.
But you believe, considering today's scenario, that people like you should join politics?
No, not me. I'm not saying me.
People like you.
Some professionals who really think, the right thinking citizens of Goa can't allow Goa to go to dogs. And number 2, there has to be a change. Why same person should continue? Different people should come.
एक गजाल म्हाका विचारची दिसता.
Goa was very safe in the hands of Manohar Parrikar. Okay? Goa was run okay by Mr. Pratap Singh Rane, Francisco Sardina. Even Lakshman Parsekar did a good job, fairly good job. Goa was quite okay. These things were never said about those people.
पण एक गजाल जी आसा की आफ्टर पर्रीकर जी एक गजाल बदलल्या जी कलाटणी मेळ्ळ्या तातूंत भितर मागीर काँग्रेसींतले 10 जाण BJP भितर येवपाचे जावं किंवा द कायंड ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स प्रॅक्टीस करपाचे जावं किती फरक दिसता तुमकां खंय ही लायन बदलली?
न्ही मनोहर पर्रीकर पळय आशिल्लो न्ही हाका 2012 गोंयच्या लोकांनी निवडून दिल्लो. 21 सीट्स BJPक दिले. Okay? So that was a rare thing, that 21 seats. And that time even the minorities and everybody, across board people supported him. And he was given. He ruled the state for a period of few years because thereafter he was taken to Delhi by the Prime Minister as Defence Minister. So thereafter, when the elections took place, a coalition government was formed. And in the coalition government, the coalition partners insisted that Manohar Parrikar should be the chief minister. That is how the coalition partners joined. So the mandate, if you see, was for the coalition government. So the subsequent change which takes place is obviously because people are interested in power, so they are switching. It can't be said any other thing. But probably now if you look at the other way around, those people from Congress, legislators, they found BJP was the best party, so they joined BJP.
पण जर मनोहर पर्रीकर आशिल्ले जाल्यार ते
ना,
such
मनोहर
kind of a
पर्रीकर-
move allow करता आशिल्ले.
Manohar Parrikarच्या टायमार this was also in the making. But Parrikar put his foot down because he had told me once that these people are ready to come. And he said no. He was practicing a principled politics, there is no doubt about it.
पण ही जी गजाल आसा तुम्ही म्हणटात की इट डजंट फिट इन टू द पर्व्यू ऑफ प्रिन्सिपल पॉलिटिक्स.
No, it may fit if the Congress legislators were of the opinion that BJP is the best party, therefore they should split. And constitutionally, if it is right, then it's fine. But people should accept it.
एक गजाल आसा की एक खूब चर्चेत
Because
जाल्या.
remember one thing, there was already a government in place. That was a majority government.
Government was not under threat.
Government was not under threat. It was a majority government. Namely, government had passed the financial bills. So if the government has passed the financial bills, it was a majority government. But the later thing which takes place is a part of politicking. And either of them, the Congress party as well as the BJP people, the people who took them inside, are within their rights to take them inside or do whatever they want.
हो जो बदल जाला म्हाका खूब जाण उलयतात पोस्ट मनोहर पर्रीकार अशी किती एक दोन तीन मेजर पॉइंट्स आसा तुमकां दिसता जे बदलल्यात आफ्टर हिम.
So many things have changed after. See, one thing which I read in the newspaper was about political witch hunting against persons who were perceived to be close to Mr. Parrikar,
including you.
Including me. But my closeness with Mr. Parrikar was a very dear friend. I used to give him legal advice.
It wasn't political.
I used to give him legal advice. It wasn't political. I never gave him political advice. I don't think Mr. Parrikar was a person who required any political advice because his political acumen was quite strong. And he came up from the cadres, he had contested and all that. Not like this overnight becoming something and, maneuvering things. So, insofar as I am concerned, I don't care. It is the prerogative of that chief minister in this government which lawyer they want to have. It makes hardly any difference for me. See, I am appearing for government of Maharashtra. I am appearing for government of India. I am appearing for various other state governments, including Uttar Pradesh, including Andaman Nicobar governor, so many other governments. So these Goa briefs were hardly anything. If at all, the only thing was, Goa I consider as my state. I consider as my
There was
Goa.
sentimental value.
Attachment and affection towards Goa, that's all. Briefs, I was never interested in any briefs. I'm not interested. See, ultimately I'll tell you something. Grace has the ability to change anything and everything. Okay? So I'm not on this some one or two briefs of Goa government which used to come sometimes. You can ask those lawyers in Delhi. They used to come to me and I used to tell them, no, you all do it on your own. If there is any problem, I'll come for the brief. Otherwise, I was never after the brief. But if some of these people, if they feel that they have scored some brownie points, etc., it is fine. No problem with me. I am not into this. I can't get down to that level. But it is their prerogative. Which lawyer you should have, which lawyer you should not have.
पूण कित्याक कारण हांव एक गजाल सांगता की फ्रॉम द टायम दॅट यू आर एट द हेल्म ऑफ इट वाज द लिगल सिस्टम ऑफ द गव्हर्मेंट ऑफ गोवा म्हाका दिसना कोणी कितें तरी व्हडली कंप्लेन केल्या किंवा कितें तरी वायट जालां किंवा समथींग हॅज गॉन सावथ नथींग हॅज हॅपन्ड. मागीर हें कित्याक
कोण तरी आसतलो जो म्हजेर कोंत्र आसतलो किंवा पर्रीकाराचेर कोंत्र आसतलो. समथींग ऑफ द कायंड ऑब्वियसली मस्ट हॅव बीन देयर. नाव हू इट इज you ask because he is the chief minister he is the cabinet this one. Ask him. I mean, it is his prerogative at the end of the day whom he should have. For example, Advocate General change. It is a prerogative of the chief minister whom you should have as the Advocate General. You can't say that a particular advocate general appointed by Parrikar should continue for lifetime. Or if I was given Goa matters by Parrikar, I should continue for lifetime. No, that is not the case. That can never be the case.
Correct.
You can, only thing is,
how advocate
only thing is there is a decency. The way the decisions are taken, you know, that we change it and announce it to the press, that is not the way it is done.
It's very serious. तुम्ही म्हणतात की you are not even told beforehand, before the matter was out to the media. तुमच्याकडे उलोवपूच जाल ना.
Even today I am not told. I have heard it from the media.
आज मेरेन फ्रॉम गव्हर्नमेंट ऑफ गोवा कोणूच तुमच्याकडे उलयला ना.
No, many ministers have come, they have spoken.
That is on personal basis.
That's all. Nothing official, nothing. I have not this one. And I am not bothered about it also.
अशें कोणाक दुखयल्ली तुम्ही भारतीय जनता पक्षा भितर?
Shakya sir, because I never used to toe any line. Even for Mr. Parrikar, so many times he used to tell me something and I used to say it is not possible. Not possible is not possible. And म्हाका कोणाक ग्रास मारपाची संवय ना. I have never butt polished anybody. कोणाक ग्रास मारून कितें करपाची संवय ना. On the contrary, you can ask anybody. Many press people have seen it. I used to always argue matters and succeed in them. That's what I have done throughout my life, which I am doing in Delhi also. And it's not one. Today I have about 21, 23 matters per day. I can show you my board if you want.
ते एक गजाल ॲडव्होकेट जनरलाची एक गजाल तुम्ही म्हणे की बिकॉज स्टेट लेवलाचेर मुख्यमंत्र्याक पुराय अधिकार आसा. दिल्लीतले जे मॅटर्स आसा जेन्ना तुमचो सारको गोंयकार दिल्ली आसा त्या पदाचेर आसा आनीक विथ इनडेप्थ नॉलेज ऑफ तुमकां ब्रीफ करतना सुद्दां जो ब्रिफींग दिता ताका बियॉन्ड अ पॉयंट ब्रिफींग दिवची पडची ना कारण तुमकां स्वताक गोंयच्या सोशियो पॉलिटिकल इकॉनॉमीक गजालींची जाणीव आसा. अशी परिस्थितीक जेन्ना बदल जाता आनी मागीर तुमच्या फीचो प्रश्न येता ती फी पब्लीक करपाचो प्रश्न येता वाय अँड हाऊ डू यू जस्टिफाय ऑल दोज थिंग्स?
पळय पहिली गोष्ट म्हणजे फीची. फी बेसिकली स्पीकिंग आय हॅड अग्रीड टू अ लोअर फी बिकॉज इट वॉज गोवा गव्हर्मेंट. आतां कितें जालां गोंयांत पळय कांय एक्टिविस्ट आसा आनी कितें आसा तांकां दिसता कितें कोणाकूय जर कितें फी पे इतली फी पे केली. For example, Madhe, they said 6 crores were paid to me. Find out the number of hearings, find out the time we have spent on that brief, and find out how much Karnataka has spent. Karnataka has spent 70 crores, whereas Goa government has spent only 11 or 12 crores. Why is there such a difference? Okay? Now, somebody expects me to appear for free. I can't do that. Now today I am telling you, I will never ever appear for Goa or any of its departments or anything.
It's a big statement.
Yeah, I am telling you. Very frankly, I am telling you.
It's a very radical statement also.
Doesn't matter.
It's your state.
Doesn't matter. It's my state. I agree with you. But it's a matter of my...
गोंयकारान अशें म्हणिल्लें बरें.
If the state has done this to you, then just forget it.
You can be angry with the dispensation. Why are you becoming angry with the state?
What I mean is, I'm not saying I'm agree with the state. I can never be angry with the state. Because जशी भारत माझी मातृभूमी तशी गोय also is the
तेच म्हणटा तुम्ही जेन्ना आपण गोंयच्या खंयच्या
No, I'm saying गोयच्या म्हणजे गोयच्या मॅटरांक
तेच म्हणटा
सी गोयकाराकूय
you can say as long as this dispensation is there.
Yeah, this
Put a writer, no?
This dispensation is out of question. There is no this one that I need not say also. Okay, I'm saying something obvious, namely, I would not be appearing in any of the matters. If something prestigious for Goa comes up, I'm always there for the state of Goa. But otherwise, it is best those people who speak, etc., let them appear. They may perhaps do a better job. They should come and sometimes stand. Because today, no Goan lawyer appears for Goa. It is all outside lawyers. Delhi lawyers are being engaged. And you should find out for yourself how much is paid, how much is charged.
Witch hunt म्हणटा तुमी. Witch hunt कित्या खातीर म्हळ्यार वन
Witch hunt, for example, I'll tell you, you must have read in Pollution Control Board. Meeting, a decision is taken, or meeting in the minutes are recorded, that we have never told him to appear in the matter.
query is raised.
Yeah. One, we as senior advocates are never given a letter that you appear or don't appear. The Vakalatnama is given in favor of the advocate on record, who has the right, in consultation with the clients, to choose the counsel who will appear in the matter. I've always appeared for Pollution Control Board in Goa also. They have minutes where I am the lawyer, etc. NGT, I have appeared for them and they have paid my fees for the same matter. Supreme Court, they asked me to appear. The same lawyer came to brief me in Supreme Court. Officials of the Pollution Control Board have come and briefed me. If I was not the lawyer, then why did the officials of the Pollution Control Board come and brief me? And my office is not something, it has got CCTV footage, everything is there. Why did they brief me? Today you have seen one of the newspapers. It has brought out. The lawyer has said that he was told to brief me. The officials have given a statement, yes. There is noting in the Pollution Control Board file, yes, we have engaged him. But a formal communication has remained. So, is this not political witch hunting? And tomorrow when this matter comes out, I'll certainly bring it to the notice of the Supreme Court.
पण एक गजाल जी जाल्या ती म्हळ्यार खूब जाण उलयतात की पोस्ट पर्रीकर देर इज अ सिस्टमॅटीक अटेम्प्ट टू डिसमेंटल हीज डिस्पेन्सेशन. इज इट नॉर्मल, इज इट नॅचरल? कारण सुरवातीक सावन भारतीय जनता पक्षाची जर गोंयांतली जर वाड पळयली जाल्यार जें कितें जाल्लें तें मनोहर पर्रीकराच्या लिडरशिपी अंडर जाल्लें. आज जेन्ना दे आर
गोंयांत जो डेव्हलपमेंट जाला तो सगळो मनोहर पर्रीकराच्या अंडर जाला.
सो आज जेन्ना ते चेंज करपा वतात, चीफ मिनिस्टर वॉन्टिंग टू कंप्लिटली डिसमेंटल द प्रिवियस डिस्पेन्सेशन, is it okay, is it fair, or is it too radical?
That is his choice.
No, or is it too radical in your
That
opinion?
is his choice. That is his choice. Everybody has his choice. Today's chief minister feels that Parrikar's dispensation is not appropriate for him. Parrikar had people who had certain principles with them, who had performed and who had shown. Okay? Sometimes dispensation may feel that I am not very comfortable working with them, because my agenda is X and these people will not allow me to take that agenda further. That also is there. Or he may not like the face of some person. Or there may be other extraneous considerations. You never know. Did you ever ask him this? Did you ask any of the cabinet ministers or the chief minister this question?
No, the basic thing is a new chief minister needs his own dispensation.
Absolutely.
But when it goes
it is the chief minister's prerogative
yeah, but
to
when
do
it
that.
goes to such lengths,
No. And the
do you
manner in which
it is fair or it is radical?
See, manner in which it is done is not the appropriate manner. You never deal with lawyers who have toiled for the state in this manner, whether it is lawyer, doctor, or any professor. See, for example, Parrikar's son, his father-in-law, Dr. Mahesh Sardesai, he is a good doctor. There is not even a replacement for him there. He has been terminated. So you go out and see what the people are talking. Forget about me. I am at least in Delhi. I am not even bothered what is happening here. I read on the newspapers or whenever any Google is switched on, 10 days, 10th day of water, without water in Goa. No lights are working. There was a situation when High Court had taken cognizance that the electricity is this one. Probably that situation has come now for High Court to take cognizance.
Some whispers that we hear, I'll openly ask you because आम्ही तुमको सदांच openly प्रश्न विचारले आणि तुम्ही सदांच openly उत्तर दिले.
Openly because, see, I have nothing to hide. I don't fear anybody. Okay? I don't care for what people talk. They are free to talk. Let them talk about me. Let them talk against me. Doesn't matter. I believe in God. I believe in karma. Each one's karma, one has to pay for it.
एक जो whispers चालू असा की there was a Parrikar coterie and this party and the party organization was not comfortable with that coterie. How do you argue that?
See, I don't think that is a correct statement. Parrikar never had a coterie with him. Parrikar had his office, the CM's secretariat, which was run by him and his secretaries and his office staff. Parrikar had his other organizations to which he belonged. Each one of it was separate. Okay? There was not a coterie which was meeting and taking a decision. That coterie might have been formed now, post Parrikar. But Parrikar was the person who used to speak for himself and take a decision for himself. Nobody could dictate terms to him. So that was Parrikar.
So हे एक जे एक impression जाता की
And Parikar is not the person who fomented or instigated corruption. Let people talk anything about it, but he's not the person. He did something for Goa. It's most unfortunate that good people are taken away by God prior in point of time.
एक आसा तो म्हळ्यार इम्पॉर्टंट मुद्दो जो तुमी मेन्शनूय केलो तो अबाउट स्टेट फायनान्सीस आनी मनोहर पर्रीकार जेन्ना आशिल्ले तेन्ना ही स्टायल ऑफ मॅनेजिंग स्टेट फायनान्सीस
Extremely well.
सो आज जेन्ना तुमी त्या गजाली कडेन पळयतात आनी प्रत्येक आमकां खुबशे फंडींग ह्या सेंटरा कडच्यानूच येता तेन्ना राज्याचे स्टेट फायनान्सीस पळयतना कितें दिसता?
राज्याच्या स्टेट फायनान्सीची लास्ट 3 महिने किती झालं ते खबर आसा तुका? 100 crores have been borrowed every month. Are you aware of it?
Yeah.
See the revenue. See, the revenue model of the state ought to have been reflected in the budget. Parikar could not pass that budget because of his health reasons. Thereafter, what kind of budget is there for Goa? So, therefore, you need somebody at least to know what is budgeting, what is the annual financial statement of the government. I'm not criticizing anybody. If there was a good budget for Goa, I would have surely said it's a good budget for Goa. As I said, I don't mind removing AG or removing me and all that. It's a part of his prerogative. It's a part of the Chief Minister's prerogative. He can have a lawyer of his choice. Manner in which you have done is objectionable. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Some people have their own way of working. It might have been your manner. But
तुम्ही पचोवन घेता तेंय बी?
I don't mind. I don't mind because, see, as I told you, I'm not affected by it. But be prepared to face the consequences. Because this can have its own repercussion. People of Goa are also watching it. It is not the decision of people of Goa. People of Goa are watching it. They know what is what. They are not fools.
एक इम्पॉर्टंट गजाल तुम्ही मायनिंगाचो मॅटर हँडल करताले. आज जेन्ना ह्या राज्या कडेन आनी राज्याच्या परिस्थिती कडेन आनी फायनान्सा कडेन पळयतात, पोस्ट दीस सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजमेंट जी रिन्युवलाचेर जे सरकारान पयशे घेतिल्ले ताजी कितें जाता?
नो, रिन्युवलाचेर पैसे घेतले. रिन्युवलाचेर पैसे घेवना सरकार.
सगळी जे ज्यो गजाली रिन्युवल करतना स्टॅम्प ड्युटी धरून
स्टॅम्प ड्युटी. सर, स्टॅम्प ड्युटी म्हणटा ती इज अंडर लॉ. स्टॅम्प ड्युटी जर लीज डीड केलो जाल्यार ती स्टॅम्प ड्युटी घेवचीच पडली.
आज जेन्ना सुप्रीम कोर्टान ते क्वॉश केला.
क्वॉश केला. सो दॅट्स अ डिफरंट मॅटर.
सो स्टेट
क्वॉश
गव्हर्नमेंट
केला हाजोर स्टॅम्प ड्युटी परत दिवपाची ना.
गरज ना म्हणटा मी.
ना, ती गरज
बिकॉज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट स्टेट फायनान्स अँड दॅट्स अ प्रिटी बिग अमाउंट.
Yeah, correct. So that is not required to be written. Somebody will have to ask for a claim for it. There's a big procedure for it. In what way is to be dealt with.
So right now you are saying government of Goa is safe on that front.
No, safe on that front mean I'm not saying government of Goa is safe on that front. Right now it is not for government of Goa just to say, okay, the leases have been quashed, therefore take this.
Voluntarily काढून दिवपाची गरज ना, इतलंच म्हणता तुम्ही.
गरज ना. And even otherwise, whether it is refundable or not is doubtful because quashing of this leases is that lease is quashed. So that documents become non-est. You can always re-execute a fresh document by whatever it is. Today the law says auction the mines. Same party gets, same document can be executed, same stamp can be used.
दुसरी गजाल लास्ट परत मनोहर पर्रीकरान जेन्ना लास्ट लेटर बरयल्लें जानेवारी भितर आनी तातूंत भितर तांणी डिटेल्ड एक रोडमॅप कसो दिल्लो की गोंयचो मायनिंगाचो प्रश्न कसो सोडोवपाक जाता. ताजे उपरांत कितें जालें अशें दिसता कारण कोर्टाच्या बाबतींतल्यान तुमी इनवॉल्व आशिल्ले आनी दिल्ली तुमी आसात आनी दिल्लीच्या हालचाली तुमच्या कानार पडटात. त्या दृश्टींतल्यान रियलिस्टीक प्रोग्रेस कितें जालो असो दिसता?
2014 जजमेंट जातकच म्हजो एज एडवोकेट जनरल रिटन ओपिनियन आसा. रिटन ओपिनियनान हांवें म्हणलां 3 गोष्टी गोवा गव्हर्मेंट करूंक शकता. एक, एज पर 2015 अमेंडमेंट एक्ट you can auction these mines. That's the first mode. 2, you can yourself frame a state mineral corporation and run those mines. Okay? 3, the last option was you bring in a legislation to protect the status quo which was existing prior thereto. Now this legislation has to be brought by the central government, parliament.
Correct.
Essentially parliament. State mineral corporation, it is for the state to do. Auction is for the state to do. I believe talks were going on. Parikar was considering the option of auction, etc. Because more money would have come to the government checker. Now, I can't support some mine owner, or I can't support other people, or I can't be like some of these politicians who are talking that, no, why auction? Today the law says that it can be only auctioned and granted. So if you want, get the law changed. But if you can't change the law, which you have not been able to for the last 4-5 years, then are you going to wait for eternity?
But the last letter of Manohar Parrikar suggested your option 3 of going for an amendment.
No, they
of
were
the
trying
previous
it.
acts,
Parrikar tried his best to get.
आज तुमकां अशें दिसना एबोल्युशन एक्टा भितर अमेंडमेंट जावन डेट अमेंड जावन एक प्रोटेक्शन मेळपाचें आज आशा दिसना तुमकां
नाही, म्हाका आशा दिसपाची गरज ना. म्हजी आशा किंवा म्हजी निराशा सोड. वॉट आय एम ट्रायंग टू टेल यू इज द सेंट्रल लॉ इज होल्डिंग द फील्ड टुडे. आज कायदो कितें? ऑक्शन. बरोबर?
हय. गोवा गव्हर्नमेंटान हे ऑप्शन सजेस्ट केला.
हे ऑप्शन गोवा गव्हर्नमेंटान जे पळय सजेस्ट केला,
हय,
ते गोवा गव्हर्नमेंट should be able to take it through, tell the parliament and get it changed from parliament. Okay? Now, when will you be able to get it changed from parliament? The best person to get it changed would have been Mr. Manohar Parrikar, because the standing which he had, don't forget, he was number 2 and 3 in the union cabinet next to the prime minister. I mean, as the defense minister of the country, there is nobody near that
सो
stature.
आज तुमकां अशें दिसना रियलिस्टिकली विचारता
कसली आशा?
एबोल्युशन एक्टा
No, union government actually wants to help Goa. That also I am telling you. Union government is genuinely interested in helping Goa. But tell me something, to help Goa, you can't just bulldoze and do things. There is law in the place. So auction today is the only remedy, so long as the law is not changed. No, आमचे मायनिंग वर्कर्स बेकार पडल्या, आनी कोण बेकार पडल्या, आनी कितें बेकार पडल्या. अरे but there is law holding the field. That law, you have to obey that law. Once a law is made by the parliament, you are bound by that provision of the law.
बट आतां जे सध्या सरकार उलयता की आमची मिटींग चल्ल्या, ग्रुप ऑफ मिनिस्टर्साची मिटींग जाली, तातूंतल्यान कितें साध्य जातलें काय अशेंच प्रोलॉंग जावपाचें?
ही गोष्ट तुवें हो प्रश्न आसा न्ही, एक तरी तुका देव साक्षात सांगूंक शकतलो, नाल्यार कोणी ज्योतिशी बरो.
हय.
कळ्ळें तुका?
ना, my next
कायद्याचें ज्ञान आशिल्लो मनीस तुका हाजेर
माय
उलोवंक
नेक्स्ट
शकता.
बेस्ट ऑप्शन इज सिटिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ मी. तुमचे
कायद्याचें जो पळय ज्ञान आसा न्ही ताका, तो कितें आसा, द लॉ हॅज टू बी चेंज्ड, एंड फॉर अ लॉ हॅज टू बी चेंज्ड, द बिल हॅज टू बी ब्रॉट.
करेक्ट.
Now, a bill has to be brought, then it has to be passed by both houses of parliament. Thereafter, it has to be assented by the President of India. It's a long
प्रोसेस.
It's a long process.
तुम्ही म्हणता जो मेरेन ते सगळे जायना तो मेरेन दिस इज द स्टेटस.
The status quo remains.
स्टेटल को रिमेन्स. थँक्स अ लॉट. चवथ आसतना इंटरव्यू दिलो, टायम काडलो आमचे खातीर. म्हाका दिसता गोंयकारांचे मनाक आनी तकले भितर भरपूर जळमट तयार जाताली. ते सगळी जळमट म्हाका दिसता तुमी पयस करपाचो प्रयत्न केला. प्लेजर टॉकिंग टू यू.
आनी सगळ्या गोंयकारांक चवथीची हुनहुनीत परबी.